Hey you guys, I hope everyone's doing really well. Happy belated Earth Day and happy new moon in Taurus. So I wanted to deliver some messages to you guys from my guides and from Spirit, but I also wanted to pull some cards for the new moon just to kind of see where we're at. So as it turns out, most of the cards that I pulled are really kind of touching on the messages that Spirit gave me anyhow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deliver both and do it all in one video. So the first half of the video I'm going to kind of touch on some things and some messages, and then the second half I will get into the cards. So what I want to speak about first is the current energy and frequency of the planet, which has literally been raised. So the Schumann resonance measures the natural frequency of the planet, and some consider this the natural biological heartbeat of the planet, where every living thing that exists here syncs up with it. So it's spiked to an all-time recorded high on Easter Sunday. Again, no coincidence there. There are no coincidences on this journey. And just to kind of put this into perspective, it was hovering in the 7 to 8 hertz range from the early 1950s onward until about 2014. It spiked to about 16 hertz on certain days. And again, this is post 2012. No coincidence there. And then earlier this year in January, it spiked to 30 to 40 hertz. And then Easter Sunday, it spiked to 90. So that's a really, really, really huge jump. And all of this really amazing, tremendous energy that we've been feeling, I feel definitely correlates to that. And it's just interesting because earlier in the month, maybe about a week or two before this actually happened, I could literally feel this in my body. I didn't know what was about to happen, but I could feel it energetically. It was almost like the sensation of like when you see these animals like running around and running for cover before an earthquake happens. They could sense it. That's kind of what I was feeling. I could like feel it in my bones. Something was about to happen. But I knew it wasn't an earthquake. I knew it was going to be something good. I had no idea. So it's really quite fascinating. I mean, we literally are raising the vibration of this planet. I mean, we have scientific proof like this is actually really happening. It's really here. And again, there are no coincidences. I mean, this happened on Easter Sunday, the return of Christ, the anniversary of the return of Christ. And it's just so important to just acknowledge that and to just always give thanks and praise, and, you know, just to be humbled, you know, by this whole process, and to know that we are really watched over and guided, and you know, we really have nothing to fear in this whole process. So the messages that I've been getting is things are about to really pick up speed. I mean, they really have already. They have been already, but especially now with this change in frequency, and you guys are probably already noticing this, that you're able to manifest things quicker, you know, both good and bad, depending on your attitude and maybe your mood that day. Synchronicities are happening more. You're getting signs a lot quicker. So you have to be really careful with your energy field and with your thoughts, because you obviously don't want to, you know, manifest the wrong thing. And I mean, even just earlier today, it fell into a bit of fear and doubt over something, and then I quickly changed my thought pattern, and I was like, no, I'm not going to fall into that. I'm not going to fall into that. And then I immediately get a phone call from a 1-800 number, and the last 4 digits of the number was 4441. And I get 4s a lot, and especially combinations of 4s and 1s. So it was literally immediate confirmation from Spirit, like, stay on track, stay on track. So it's extra, extra, extra important right now, guys, that we do that. And I feel really guided to tell you guys that. So with that, it's also very important to just shield yourself every day, keep your vibration really high, keep yourself grounded. I mean, this is something we should be doing all the time anyway, but again, now it's more important than ever. And I know that this message of grounding yourself came up in the last reading that I posted. And it's just really extra important right now to do that and to manage your thought patterns. So what else would I want to say with that is I'm being shown as well that we're being given extra protection right now from our twins, from their higher selves, in the form of sexual energy and sexual healing. So I don't want to explain too much as to, I guess, my experience with this, and I guess the particulars don't exactly matter, but I was being shown this with my own union, and I have been shown that this is relating as well to the collective, at least to the first waivers, if not to the second waivers. It relates more to those who are coming close into union, because we do need to be extra careful right now, and to protect ourselves more now. As I've spoken in the past, and as many have said, the closer you come into union, the more dark energies will come and try and derail you and find different tactics. So what I was being shown is there's almost like an exchange of sexual energy bodies. It's hard to explain, but almost like a reversal, a duality of our sexual energies, and with that, there is this shielding that is being placed around us in our sacral chakras from our twins' higher self. So if you have been feeling a lot of sexual energy lately coming from your twin, that is what's happening. It's coming from your twin's higher self. I've been feeling this for a while, and it wasn't really clear on it, and I thought it was coming from a more 3D sense from my twin's 3D body, but it's really more from their higher aspects coming in to shield you. So I'm curious to know if you guys have been feeling that lately yourselves. I'm also getting that it's really, really, really important right now to stay in the present moment right now. And I'm saying this because I know a lot of us can feel this surge of energy that's going on right now, and we can, at least again, those on the first or early second wave, can sense our unions are approaching. It's like we can just kind of sense this magic. We can sense this urgency. We're feeling so much. So it's expected to want to look towards the future and be excited for it, but it's really extra important to just stay in the present right now, and to just really ground your energies here in the present. I mean, really, the present moment is really all we have anyway, and in order to choose an optimal future timeline, it's important to send this timeline that we're in right now our unconditional love and our undivided attention, and in order to really kind of collapse it. And I know that probably doesn't make so much sense, to stay in the present timeline in order to collapse it, but this is what I'm being shown that is extra important, and that also really came up in the cards as well as an important message to just really ground yourself in this present energy, and give as much love as you possibly can to all living beings. And let's see, also creativity is also coming up really strongly right now, to just as a way to stay in the present moment, and to also ground yourself and to shield yourself from dark energies. I'm getting to that it's becoming harder and harder for the masculine to keep away and to kind of keep up this facade of, whatever, I don't need to be in this union, and I want to stay with my karmic, and and that sort of thing. And again, this is really pertaining to the first and early second wavers, the ones that are approaching union. It's just getting harder and harder for them to kind of lie to themselves, so to speak. So, this can also come into the form of lying to yourself about a job or a family situation or a living situation, telling yourself you're happy doing something when you're really not. And they're really being forced to make serious real life changes in the 3D in order to move on from that. So they're also processing a lot of guilt right now. I feel it really strongly from the masculine collective. A lot of just, sadness and remorse for maybe how they have treated others in the past and treated their counterparts in the past. And it's getting a lot harder to hold on to these karmic relationships that they're in. Venus just went direct, and it was retrograde for the 6 weeks prior to that. And it went direct middle of the month, I should say. But anyhow, the 6 weeks prior to that, it was in retrograde. So, a lot of us have been experiencing people from the past, romantic partners, and others maybe like resurfacing. There's a lot of of this reevaluating, reprocessing things regarding relationships with others. And even just particularly for myself, I had a major download and revelation around that time as far as how I relate to others. And so it was also very powerful for them, and they had a lot of time, those 6 weeks of time, to really kind of process things and realize particularly that these karmic relationships are really not serving them. So they've come to that realization, and they've processed it, and I'm really sensing very strongly that they're going to start making those changes as far as, what it is that they need to do to move on from that. And again, this could also apply to jobs as well, and living situations, and, financial situations, things like that. So things are definitely they're moving, they're picking up speed. It does feel very, very intense right now, and it's a really very exciting time. So I'm just trying to see if there's something else I wanted to say before I get into the cards. Oh yeah, what I forgot to say about the merging of our sexual energies. It's almost like there was this merging of our DNAs, and I did say merging of our sacral chakras, but it felt like this. It's almost like two DNA strands are kind of coming together, this kind of intertwining. And even though it came in the form of a sexual kind of energy, a sexual manner, it is for protection. I felt very, 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 very shielded from it. So the sacred sexual, it definitely, it serves many different purposes. And as you guys know, creating that third energy together, it's an extremely powerful thing amongst twin flames. And so these are one of the purposes that it's serving right now. So let's get into the cards, and just to talk about the Taurus new moon a little bit first, which is happening today. And today also breaks down to a number 4 day in numerology, and it's a very powerful, strong angel number. And Taurus is an earth sign. It's a very grounding energy. This new moon has a very kind of light, calming effect, and it's nice, this energy, because we've dealt with so much tumultuous energies, a lot of planets being in retrograde, and we had the Schumann resonance spike, yeah, so there's, we've kind of been heading with a lot of energies, not bad per se, but it's been quite intense. So this new moon, I feel, is like really kind of welcomed. It feels very grounded today, very kind of serene and calm. So this is the new moon, of course, is always a good time for really manifesting what it is that you want, and setting your intentions for the future, for future timelines. And this is the year's first supermoon, so it's the closest to the planet, and it's also extra powerful right now. So whatever you manifest at this time, whatever you set your attentions on, it's going to be that much more powerful. So if you find this message later on, whenever you get to this video, I mean, the energies surrounding the new moon really last for days prior and days after, if not longer. So let's see. How I set up this reading is I was guided to pull a card. This is starting from the top of the picture there. A card for the masculine energy, followed by a card for the feminine. What we need to release during this new moon, what we need to manifest during this new moon. And then the bottom two cards are clarifiers for those two questions. And then I have two oracle cards on the right, which I'm going to go over last. So the first card I have is the Eight of Cups for the masculine, and this really solidifies and just touches on what it was I was saying before about the masculine really being guided to move on from situations that are no longer serving them. And it might be kind of hard to see in the picture, but it's like the expression on this man's face is like one of just, he's looking down at the ground. He's looking really kind of just beat up and over it and upset, really kind of sad and somber. And that's really kind of the tone. I mean, I've been feeling this so much from the masculine, and is being guided to walk away from these situations, knows that he needs to move on from them. He may not necessarily know that there are better things for him on the horizon. Some of them may know, but I feel like a lot of them are still kind of in this period of doubt, like, how am I going to get through this and start all over and that kind of thing. But he knows he needs to walk away, and a lot of them are walking away right now from these situations, but they're walking away with this, this strong sense of guilt and regret and sadness. But as you can see in the picture, he's walking towards the feminine, which is on the right. And the feminine is kind of looking down a little bit and has a much lighter expression in this star card. The star card is a really powerful major arcana energy. It's one of the best cards you can pull in the deck. And I love that this came out for the feminine, because I really feel so strongly the feminine is coming so much into her power. And this is for all waves, but I think mostly for, the ones that are just awakening right now, they're going to have an easier time than the first and second wavers. But this is applying mainly to the first and early second wavers. We have done so much work, so much clearing. We've made so many strides, and it's so beautiful that this card is here before us, and it's really just displaying that for us. And I really feel like what the feminine is doing right now is really carrying the masculine energy. Feels like she's almost kind of carrying the torch. What it feels like is like she's carrying the energy in the 3D, and the masculine is carrying it in the 5D, and really kind of doing his part to protect us right now, our sacral chakra, which I said before. So it's a really nice balance of energies and protecting one another. And it's so extra important right now to continue to maintain that vibration of love and security. I mean, not just for your twin, but for all things. So it's also a nice card to show up for this new moon reading, because it is a card of transformation. It's about a journey, being transformed. You know, the Eight of Cups is like the start of that journey. Okay, I need to change things in my life. The Star card is that finished product. You have overcome so much. And it's also about release and renewal. So that's a lot of what the new moon speaks about, is releasing old patterns and starting anew, rediscovering yourself, that sort of thing. So the card I have for what it is that we need to let go of is the Eight of Wands, and what it is we need to manifest, I have the Lovers. So this is kind of interesting, because I feel like what this is saying, and I have the Three of Coins card as the clarifier, is we're giving a lot of energy and a lot of our focus and attention to these unions, which is required, of course, at certain points. But there is a tendency sometimes for us to give too much energy, too much focus. There is a balance. There's a give and take. This exact message came up in my oracle message, giving and receiving. It's important to give, but to not overgive. And the Eight of Wands is a really strong energy. It's a really strong, like, forceful, powerful, swift movement. And you can see with these wands, they're kind of like flying into the masculine on the Lovers card. So it's good to give them a lot of our support. Like I said before, in the Star card, we're supporting them. But like I said, there's a fine line between giving too much. It's almost like at times it's too forceful, and you don't realize sometimes the power that you have just energetically speaking. So if you're overthinking it, or if you're checking your social media too much, that kind of thing, they pick up on it energetically. So it's important to kind of, just take a little bit of a step back right now. And again, this is that message of being in the present moment. It's so important right now to do that. And I feel like that's a lot of what this message is saying to us right now. It's reiterating that we're living too much into either the past, reliving old timelines, that sort of thing, or looking too much to the future and wanting to just kind of rush it. Like, I can't wait to get there because I know this abundance is coming. The abundance in the life of your dreams is right now. It's happening right in this very moment. It's important to live there. I almost feel like this card is a little bit of, it's a little bit of like an obsession energy too, and obsessing. That's a little bit of a stronger word that I want to use, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's just it's a little bit too much. I'm being guided to tell you guys to kind of pull back the reins just a little bit. So as a clarifier card, I pulled the Three of Coins, and this is exactly what it is that my guides are getting at, because the Three of Coins is all about building towards something and being patient and letting it happen, letting this beautiful, magical, divine church that they're constructing in this picture be built brick by brick, moment by moment, savoring every moment of it, not rushing this beautiful divine design. And I always love when this card comes up too for Twin Flames, because it shows the Holy Trinity at the top, the three coins or the three pentacles, the Holy Father, the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine. And it's just kind of reminding us that this is just all a process. This is all a divine process. Let it happen. Allow it to happen. Savor every moment. And even though you feel that your union is coming, just don't be here now. Enjoy this moment now. And just continue to be patient, because even though you feel it's coming, none of us really know when, and time is all relative, right? So soon really could mean anything, right? So the card that I have for what it is that we need to manifest. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a quick sip of water, guys. Okay, so the card that I have for what it is we need to manifest is the Lover's card. So I'm not taking this to mean manifesting our unions. Honestly, I'm getting this because I feel like a lot of us have done that. If anything, like I said before, it's like we're giving too much focus to our masculine counterpart. I'm getting that it's about giving back to yourself and really stepping into your mission and spreading this intense love that you have for your twin flame to every living being on the planet, and just imagine if you loved everything and everyone here as much as you love your twin flame, what a different place this would be. So I'm getting the message to tell you guys to just kind of spread the love. This is what we need to manifest right now, especially for yourself, because it starts there. You can't fully love anyone or anything else until you fully love yourself. So I'm getting this is what we need to manifest at this present time. And by loving yourself, you're loving your twin. By loving your neighbor, you're loving your twin. It's all correlated. We don't have to focus so much on our counterparts. And it sounds paradoxical, but the more you step away from it, the closer you step into it. So this is what I'm really being guided to tell you guys right now. And as a clarifier card for that, I have the Fool card. And I like that we have all major arcanas here on the right hand side: the Star card, the Lover's card, the Fool card. This is really powerful, and it's kind of ending this portion of the reading with reminding you to just surrender and let go, and to take that leap of faith and to trust spirit. It's almost like we're kind of holding on too much. This is the energy that's here. It's like we're trying to clutch it, and like this Eight of Wands, it's like, I want to rush towards this thing that I feel is mine. And like what the Fool card is saying, like, no, just let go, like let it all go, surrender to it, kind of, free fall, off of that cliff kind of thing, like let God kind of work through this process and to continue to do your part in it. But what that really means is stepping into your mission and giving yourself as much love as possible, giving those around you and the entire planet as much love as possible, giving spirit as much love as possible, and let it fall into place. Don't try and force it and control it. I really feel very strongly that this Fool card, and I also pulled this as a crowning energy for the reading too. So it's really just about letting go. And this Giving and Receiving card, again, is just reiterating that whole message. And I'm guided to read from the book for this, and this is from the Mary, Queen of Angels deck. So it says, this is a message about bringing your life into greater balance. Are you resentful of your role as caretaker, or do you feel like you're being used or unappreciated? If so, you need to balance your giving tendencies through creating and noticing opportunities to receive. If this seems impossible because others aren't cooperating, then Mother Mary will help you heal this pattern. Occasionally, people will be imbalanced in over-receptivity, where they're taking or expecting to receive more than they're willing to give. Signs of this include feeling stuck or stagnant, experiencing a lack of new opportunities, or financial difficulties. Both patterns are easily alleviated by practicing daily giving and receiving. You can even count how many times you give and make sure to receive an equal number of times. Examples of giving include smiling at a person or saying hello, volunteering your help, making a donation, offering a sincere compliment, making time for someone, and being a good listener. Examples of receiving include noticing beauty around you, saying thank you and meaning it, feeling appreciation and gratitude for your current blessings, and requesting and accepting someone's help. So it's just a nice reminder to just, be the light worker and the light that you are. spread the love, like I said before. Really kind of share it with everyone, not just with your twin. And I feel like this message a lot is asking us to step into our missions right now. You know, even just this example of smiling at a person, or saying hello to a stranger on the street. You know, that's being a twin flame. That's spreading your love. Your mission can start as small as that every day. And I just feel right now it's really important right now to really kind of utilize that tremendous, beautiful, angelic energy that you have right now to do that with everyone right now, and to keep that balance of how much love are you giving your twin flame versus all of these other people that are not your twin flame, right? And the other oracle message I have here is the acceptance card from the Tony Carmine Salerno deck. And I want to read from the book for this as well. It's a really beautiful card, the imagery on there. It says, everything happens for a reason, even though the reason may often seem unclear to us. Trust in the universe and accept all in your life as it unfolds. Live fully within each moment in the knowing that all is love. Open your heart and accept God's love. You are loved more than you will ever consciously know. If you are feeling vulnerable at this time, share your insecurities and concerns with someone you love. Once you accept the current situation, you will find that all in your life transforms, and you will feel a greater sense of peace, harmony, and well-being. Acceptance is love, and love is the greatest healer. This acceptance card also relates to a gift that you will receive in the not-too-distant future. Accept this gift when it comes with an open heart. Know it is a gift from the universe. So I actually pulled this card as a message for our union. The first oracle card, giving and receiving, was a message for you, the listener. And the second card was a message for us, for these unions that are about to come. And this is, again, it's just a nice reminder to just accept what is right now. I shall not want, right? You know, stop trying to look for something more. Love and appreciate what is all around you right now, and trust that the universe is going to give you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. And in order to manifest that, you have to just live with an open heart and live fully. And you can see, well, you may or may not be able to see, but there's like this little flame that's on this woman's third eye, and it's just really beautiful. It's just like these connections, our twin flames, are just an indispensable part of us. It's always there. We don't have to seek it and ask for it. I mean, it is. It just always is. It always was. It always will be. So stop trying to force it. Just allow it to unfold. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful way, I think, to end this reading, this message of acceptance and trust. So I hope that this resonates with you guys. And as always, I'm here if you guys have questions. twinflametrinity@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to schedule a personal intuitive reading or counseling session, I'm here. I love you guys so much. I hope everyone is doing really, really well. And I will speak to you guys soon. Many blessings, guys. Bye.